This started as a joke deck, but I actually got some interesting wins with this, so I decided to record some afterwards and make a video. We are fighting with Combi. Sting Missile. Shuffle this Pokemon and all cards attached to it into the deck. 30 damage. Let's improve it a little bit with Lurantis. And Hustle Belt. If you have less than 30 HP and damage, you can deal 60 more damage. Rainbow Energy puts that damage onto Combi and acts like a Grass Energy to use the attack. So all of a sudden you are doing a minimum of 90 damage with Combi. If you can get all three Lurantis up, make that 150 damage. Now we need a Zebstrika in order to draw cards. And Lily's Pokédoll to sub in whenever a Combi retreats. In order to have all these Pokemon on the field, you're going to need Skyfield, and in order to lock in Skyfield, this Ninetales will prevent either player from playing a Stadium card. The beauty of this Ninetales, well, half beauty, is that the only way to get rid of the Stadium is with Field Blower, Marshadow, and maybe a couple other cards. As soon as Skyfield leaves the field, you have to remove Pokemon from your bench until you have 5 remaining. Remove the Ninetales. Then you can recover the Ninetales with Brock's Grit and play it again when you're ready to play another Stadium. Of course, we can't have infinite Lily's Pokédoll, so let's sub in a bit of a Rangustall. Resource Management. Put 3 cards from your discard pile onto the bottom of your deck in any order. These can be Lily's Pokédolls, these can be Lana's Fishing Rod, which can recover a Pokemon and a tool. And speaking of Pokemon and a tool, we've got Combi with Hustle Belt, and a Rangaroo with Life Dew. Playing a Rangaroo, Life Dew will prevent that Rangaroo from giving up a prize. It's like everything else is somewhat self-explanatory on here. Let's see it in a battle. First up is my luck. I've got a Combi. I'm going second. And I've got 2 Blitzels and a Vulpix. And the opponent is leading with an Ultra Necrozma non-GX. That one cannot attack unless he has 2 or I have 2 or less prizes remaining. Deals a lot of damage. And I think it returns an energy from my Pokemon either to the deck or to the discard. Well, I drew an Oak setup. I'm trying to figure out what I need. I realize that I have to sack something, so I'm going to sack a Vulpix. Sting Missile, 30 damage. Bring a Vulpix out front. Opponent has a Trainer Mail into a random receiver. And he has the Draw 6 Octillery. I didn't really need to see his deck. I am doing one thing and I have nothing to counter a counter. Guzma and Hala. Discards 2. Can find a Stadium. A Special Energy. Gonna be Double Dragon Energy, no doubt. Silent Lab. Basic Pokemon abilities are negated. That is good combo. Good tech. Guzma and Hala, Silent Lab into Ultra Necrozma. Well, I got a Colress. Since you're running Skyfield, might as well. And I drew both the Ninetales. And I have to sack a Combi. With Hustle Belt on. This is looking bad. At the very least, I got another Clefairy doll. And that's actually a Fishing Rod. I can bring back a Ninetales or a Combi with the Hustle Belt. I'm running 4 Combi, so I should have at least 1 more in the deck. I got the Skyfield and the Ninetales that I had shuffled back. Lucky me. I can't use that Grass Energy. I got a Lurantis. And I lost the Pokemon last turn. Don't forget that. So I can search out a Combee, a Hustle Belt, and I didn't need a need a basic energy. So now look, Skyfield is out. He cannot replace it. He has one Pokemon on his bench, and after losing this Clefairy Doll, I'll have 8 Pokemon on mine, which means that Colress is going to be a draw 9 next turn. And I lucked into a Rainbow Energy. Look, I don't need Lily's Doll out front. I can attack and then retreat into another. So let's swap it and Colress. I got an Oranguru and a Life Dew. I've got an Evo Soda, but I'm pretty sure I played that Lurantis this turn. So that'll be useless until next turn. I managed to knock out that Necrozma, and he's just left with an Octillery and a Remoraid. He signals that I have a good deck. I cheer, he loves, and forfeit. It's like, I would not recommend this as a serious deck, but it was really fun as a pseudo-troll. I did get the Oaks Lecture, but I figured I might as well pull out what I can. And I didn't worry about losing Combee up front because I've got a Fishing Rod right there. With Fishing Rod, I can return a KO'd Combee to the deck, then play Zebstrika, and then maybe discard my top deck. Wow, he's in a format that has Bridget and Elm's Lecture, and he is not playing either of them. He chose to go with the Pokemon Fan Club instead. I just lucked into a second Zebstrika and an Evo Soda for the Lurantis. Life Dew. Yeah, I'm doing decently good. Well, this is the variant where I had Koga's Trap to confuse, but then I decided to try out the non-supporter variant Hypnotoxic Laser, sending the Weavile fodder up front. Let's sprint. I got the Hustle Belt, I got the Skyfield, and I got the Colress into a huge draw. I am losing a Rainbow Energy here, but nothing too serious. I get the Ninetales. That Skyfield is locked in. And my top prize is another Lurantis when I don't have a Fomantis on the field. Some people might think to run a Ditto Prism Star with all these stage 1s, but Ditto Prism Star does not work with Evo Soda. Opponent Mountain Munches, thinking that I can't retreat. Likely true. I got a Bridget, so let's get out all my grass. Sprint, I don't need the Lurantis right now. Hustle Belt, Rainbow Energy. I probably should add a switch to this deck, or 3. But he can try to slowly win using Mountain Munch. That end depleted my deck a little more. Hypnotoxic Laser. That's actually a bit of a boon to me if I had a Acerola. Battle Compressor, he's discarding his deck too. And he decides to get a Darkrai with Energy. If he had Nanu, that would be a good combo. And he manages to mill a Combee. But I have 2. But I already have 2 on the field. I got the U-turn board, and I had Waken Up. Let's pile on the damage. Sting Missile. It's like, on further reflection, I might add the Grass Energy back in for Brock's Grit. That way a Rangaroo can have something as well as the Rosa that was in this variant. Versus Seeker, what is he pulling back out? Lysander? Guzma? A Cynthia? Poke Fan Club. Seriously, you're searching for 2 when you can get 3. How many Pokemon activate their effects from the hand? In this build of yours, of course. And he managed to mill another Rainbow Energy. Let's get that Pokédoll out. And a Ringuru in. As long as I am putting more cards back into my deck than he is removing, I'm fine. A Fighting Fury Belt onto his Tag GX and an N. Getting rid of my big hand and giving me what I wanted. I wanted Combi. I wanted Hustle Belt. Now all I need is one of those 2 Rainbow Energies I put back. And that was not a Rainbow Energy. But there's one. Let's sprint. Get my deck as thin as I can. Koga's Trap. Get rid of that deck muncher. I need the Super Rods. Or at least one. Decided to bring back the Koga and a Combi to be safe. And I'm not playing by his rules. He wants me to attack him, get poisoned. He wants to put me to sleep. I don't care. My turn again, and I got another Clefairy doll. I don't really need them. But Rainbow Energies, let's stock up my field. And Resource Management again. Let's get out an Oranguru, a Clefairy doll, and a Fishing Rod. You can see that my deck has only 4 cards left. I don't really care. I can just cycle through things when I need them. And he is getting up another Darkrai and Dark Patch. It's like, doesn't that Darkrai likes to sleep us, right? Well, I don't really care about sleep because, as you can see, I just retreat to the deck and place a doll. I retreat to the deck and use a doll. I retreat to the deck, place a doll, then replace the doll with an Oranguru to recover the doll. I lost my Oranguru, so let's recover it. It's that easy. Sting Missile. I only needed to knock out 2 more of his Pokemon. It's like, if you want to have fun with this deck, you might try adding the Creation Trio. I'm against it because I don't like having so many prizes on what's supposed to be a budget deck. But the Creation Trio's attack allows you to increase your damage by 30. So your base 60 with Hustle Belt 120, with the all 3 Lurantis 180, and when you knock out a Pokemon, you take a prize. He almost got me with that Ninetales switch, but victory's mine either way. Here's what looks like a bad start. I have a Fomantis out front, but let's take care of what I can. I could play the Skyfield, but my opponent can just replace it immediately. I'd rather hold on to it. And this is looking like a Grass and Electric Vikavolt deck. Possibly with Rayquaza GX to support. Ultra Ball. Discard 2 cards. Add a random one to your hand. It's another Grubbin. Holding a Floatstone. What's he planning? Okay, he got the 2 Charjabug, the ones that act like energy when they are played. I was about to play the Lurantis there, but then I realized it's Retreat Crossroads, so get rid of it first. Recycle energy for the retreat. Sting Missile. Yeah, I also tried Recycle energy too. That was mostly for a Oranguru into a Oranguru. But the thing was, you needed a turn to play Rainbow Energy onto Combis, And if you had to sprint the rainbow energy, the recycle energy, it was no good. Okay, why is he playing the double electric energy Charge-a-Bugs, but not a rare candy to evolve past them to use them? Well, I just got to bridge it. Let's get him out. Let's sprint before I retreat. Grab out the Ninetales. Probably should have put that U-turn board onto the Zebstrika. Oh well. Hindsight's 2020. Okay, he's got the Vikavolt up naturally, not by rare candy, but he doesn't have energy to attach onto it since half of his Vikavolt minimum are already on the field. My turn again, another Combi. Let's Colress, Hustle Belt, Rainbow Energy, and a Rangaroo. A Hypnotoxic Laser. Let's Sprint. I got another Lurantis, but no Fomantis. Evo Soda into another Zebstrika. I can now get extra draws. I got the Life Dew on a Rangaroo. Lily's Pokédoll can now return to the deck. I decided to play the Fomantis so that I can get more damage. And that Tapu Lele was knocked out by the poison from Hypnotoxic Laser. Exact finish. Okay, that's what the Floatstone's for. Charge-a-Bug can free retreat. He uses his Rescue Stretcher to recover his Tapu Lele, which allows him to grab out any supporter from his deck that he wants. And it's a Volkner. He can grab an item and a Lightning Energy. He grabs Ultra Ball. Let me guess. Coco Prism Star. The other Vikavolt, the support one that can grab out 2 energy to place onto Vikavolt GX. That's a decent combo. If only there wasn't a Clefairy doll in the way. Too bad. Electropower wasted. And, ooh, GX for the snipe! I should have played that Mew. Okay, I got the Combi back. I got a Hustle Belt. I got a Rainbow Energy. I got a Hypnotoxic Laser, but the Hypno part failed. And let's Sting Missile again. 110 damage into 20. Yeah, I really should have checked the GX of that Vikavolt and played him. Guzma. He's going to remove my Stadium set. Charge Beam knocks it out. The U-turn board goes back to my hand. I probably wasted that fishing rod and should have used Brock's Grit instead. Oh well. And I clear my hand so I can sprint. Got the Rainbow Energy. And another Pokédoll to replace the Pokédoll I had to return. And a Colress too. Let's see what he does now. Yep, I thought so. He replaces Stadium. He has only 1 Lightning Energy in the discard, so using Coco Prism would seem like a waste. Max Elixir grabs no energy. He has 11 cards left in deck. There's Dance of the Ancients. Probably going to put it onto the Tapu Lele. Have a tiny attacker, not waste his energy. Yep. Tiny attacker, all he needs. Let me just play down what I need in my hand. Got the Colress. Got the Hustle Belt. I have an energy and multiple Clefairy Dolls in hand. I do not want to lose them, as well as a Comfey and a Rainbow Energy. Guzma again. He probably should have gone for my Sprinter. I've got a Ninetales in hand. I just need... I didn't get it, but I can attack again. Sting Missile. Field Blower. What's he getting rid of? Hustle Belt, and he returned a U-turn board to my hand. Why didn't he get rid of the Life Dew? Okay, no energy left in deck. Switches back into Lele. Let's see what I've got. Sprint, Hustle Belt, and 2 Rainbow Energies. Let's retreat. Sting Missile. It's just about over. Whatever he sends out, it'll be knocked out next turn if I get a Hustle Belt. As long as I can keep Zeb Strike on the field or get a lucky draw, I win. Never mind, he had the Coco GX in his hand. That allowed him to bring in a completely fresh Pokemon that will take at least 2 turns to knock out. There's the Rainbow Energy. There's the Bridget. Let's Sprint. Hustle Belt. Sting Missile. And I play the Life Dew Oranguru. He went for the attack immediately, probably didn't realize what Life Dew did. Let's discard my last 2 Rainbow Energies, Hustle Belt, and Sting Missile finish. That's the KO. I win.